to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Just call me Elena. Please have a sit.
Thank you. So how's your day going?
You know, lots of meetings today, but keeping myself busy is better than doing nothing.
That's very true. It must be very exciting for you working at such an amazing company.
Yeah, it's very fun working here. You know, you're learning something new every day.
Facebook's such an innovative company. I actually took a tour of this building not too long ago, and not only was the office spectacular looking, but the people here are really friendly.
Sometimes a little too friendly, but I absolutely love working with people here.
Sounds like it's hard not to love it here. So I want to thank you again. I really appreciate you taking the time to meet with me. Now, I don't want to take too much of your time here, especially knowing that you're busy running this exciting design department. So I'd like to just keep about 10 minutes of your time.
It's definitely not a problem. My attention is over yours today.
Great. So first, before I begin, would you like to include anyone in this conversation?
No, I think it will be only me and you today.
All right. Now, before I ask you a couple of questions, I just wanted to clarify that Facebook is actually currently owns Herman Miller products in your offices, more specifically our collaborative furniture workspace series. Is that correct?
Oh yes, we do.
And how have you found them so far?
They are amazing. They are very unique and the design looks beautiful in our office, I think.
That's amazing to hear. Thank you on behalf of Herman Miller for such a great compliment. Now, knowing that you have previously purchased from us and are using some of our products, I've come here today to show you a new product we have for Herman Miller, and I think it would be a great addition and will not only make Facebook even look better, but also help you and your colleagues.
Oh wow, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say.
Great. Now, before I begin, I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Sure, go right ahead.
So first, if I may ask, what chairs your offices currently have?
Well, our offices have a couple of different chairs, but most of them are from IKEA. The one I sit in every day is just a chair from IKEA.
Oh, IKEA. Well, how much time do you spend sitting on your chair while at work then?
That's a good question. I never thought of that. I would say I sit about 75–80% of my time at work, since I work mostly in front of the computer, designing and planning. This week I'd say 90%.
Now, what are some disadvantages or dislikes you have for these chairs in your offices and elsewhere?
You know what? I think it could be more comfortable. I find myself shifting positions a lot and I'm finding a comfortable one.
I'm actually glad you brought that up. There are actually increasing problems related to employees complaining of back pain, and taking sick days to treat this problem is very prevalent in most companies, especially internet companies. Many individuals take much of their time away from work. So to follow, how often would you say your employees or fellow colleagues complain of back pain?
Well, as of now, I believe it has been 7 out of 8 colleagues in my department that have complained often, and some even had to take some days off to see a doctor or a massage therapist to help it.
And so when that does happen, is management usually the one to deal with this problem?
Yes, they do.
It seems like management has to deal with this issue often. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, this is an issue to deal with.
And do they feel frustrated when employees take multiple sick days?
Yes, I think it's difficult and tough for them. My senior manager spends a lot of time allocating work on other employees because of deadlines we need to meet.
And that must be hard on your managers and employees taking on extra work.
Yes, but it's the only way to manage it.
I understand. Running such a department has its challenges. But to get an idea of what you think, I'd like to ask you another question. What effects do employees complaining of back pain and employees taking on their work have on the quality of work that they put out?
Well, I've noticed that some of the employees got to push the data later and sometimes lack of the detail in their work. I have employees present ideas to me, but they are missing some key points.
I see. So to clarify, you're saying that employees that take on extra work from these employees taking sick days are not being as productive or efficient as you want them to be.
As of now, I would say so, yes.
Now, of course, productive and focused employees are what makes your business run efficiently. And knowing that there are employees, or say even your colleagues, are taking sick days, where understaffing can be a major issue, for such a fast-paced company like Facebook itself, to face all these issues is something to think about.
I never thought of that.
Now, with that in mind, would it help you if my product could improve the productivity of your employees? Would you be interested in a way of controlling this issue, but also controlling the costs of Facebook's business?
It's certainly something that would be willing to discuss.
Great. Now, I'd like to introduce you to Herman Miller's Embody chair. Now, I will show you what this chair can really do for you and give you that experience of sitting on the best ergonomic chair there is in the market. Now, if you can take a seat here.
Well, you know what? It definitely feels comfortable and it looks great. Very interesting detail in the back.
I'm glad you think so. Now, the Embody chair is a high-end performance work chair used for any office setting. Designed by our top designers, it took over 70 years of design research and testing with the help of 30 professionals to build this chair. So credibility is something we're very proud of. Now, it's a chair unlike most chairs, as it conforms to the sitter's body, puts less pressure and stress on the spine, and supports the natural movements of the sitter, all aiming to be the best health benefit chair for its users.
So are you saying it's the best chair to sit on health-wise?
Yes, that's right. Because of its features, there are many benefits for the sitter. For example, the pixelated support system you're sitting on, once you sit down, it should give you a sense that you're floating, yet balanced. The pixels adapt to the micro movements while shifting, so it distributes your weight evenly as you sit. In fact, it reduces pressure and encourages movement, which are key to maintaining healthy circulation and focus. So this is helping you have a good, healthy flow of blood to your brain, which is most important, in such a company of such innovators. Now, you mentioned the interesting detail in the back. Well, it's not just for show. It's designed like yours, with a central spine and flexible ribs. The back fit adjustment uses a tilt mechanism with H-flexors that allows sitters to position the backrest in line with the spine's natural curve. This helps you achieve a neutral, balanced posture, adapting to your movements, either leaning forward or reclining, which minimizes the negative effects of the spine when sitting for long periods of time. But most importantly, your colleagues will no longer complain of back pain or take sick days. Your management will no longer be frustrated, but instead be able to perform and work the way they most need to be.
That all sounds great. I mean, I love the look of your chairs and they feel really comfortable and it sounds like you guys doing a great job. But the chairs we have right now are not broken and I don't think we have a need to replace them.
Now, I understand that you feel no need to replace chairs that are working in good condition, but may I ask you, do you see any long-term benefits to your current chairs?
I can't say for sure right now, but they're not broken or needed to be replaced.
I see. While the chairs may not be broken, they are causing issues in the long run to your employees, which can be solved with our chair. Our chairs would not only add value to your company, but the return on investment is high. I want to emphasize that there are many negative effects of sitting poorly, especially with a chair that is not designed to move with your body movements. We have a lot of research behind this chair that proves many positive effects. And although it might take time for you to realize the benefits it can offer you and your colleagues, once you've gotten these chairs in your office, there won't be a day where sitting never felt so good.
I see. Well, the other concern is price. How much does the chair will cost me?
So here I have all the information for the pricing. To give you a brief understanding, we are currently offering a starting price of $1,229. Now, this includes free express shipping, which arrives in 3 to 5 days. And it also depends on the configurations as well. The base comes with adjustable arms, in which can be taken off, and $85 will be taken off your total. So that would come up to $1,144 if you choose to change that, of course.
I just think it's a little bit too expensive.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. I can understand your concern for price, but why do you think it's too expensive? How are you coming to that conclusion?
Well, our current chair is 30% less expensive than the one you're trying to sell me.
Now, I'd like to emphasize again that while the chairs may be cheaper, they are causing a lot of problems. Many of your colleagues are having trouble working, which also affects others in your department. Although our product costs more than what you have now, I can assure you that the return on investment and the value of this product is a solution to your company's needs. And also to add, we do offer a 12-year warranty with all purchases with the chair itself, in which the company covers everything.
I see what you mean. It's hard on everyone, not only the ones who are injured.
Exactly. And if you're interested in our chair, I'd like you to know that I will be available to assist you through the process And if you have any issues or questions, I will be there to help you and your company.
I think you're right. I really believe your shares will benefit me in the long run, but I think I will need some assistance with configurations.
Well, if all that I've discussed with you today sounds great, Elena, how about we proceed to the next step? I would love to come by tomorrow, if a time is convenient for you, to bring out the agreement papers and order forms so that we can get these shares in your offices right away.
Tomorrow will be good. How does 11 a.m. sound?
Sounds great. I'll see you tomorrow at 11 a.m. We'll finish just in time before lunch.
It's been a pleasure, Shannon. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much. I look very forward to meeting you.